Okay, I'm pretty sure that this is the greatest value in modern automotive testing equipment. Even though it's analog, you wouldn't believe how effective it is and how accurate it is. I compared it to a Fluke. The Fluke digital multimeter is the industry standard for accuracy. But what this tester does is test your battery and your charging system, and we'll check those too. But this thing is well made, it's solid, nice clamps. This comes from Harbor Freight, 20 bucks. I cannot believe the value for 20 bucks, I'm serious. 500 to 1000 cold cranking amp capacity, 6 and 12 volt DC only. But what it does, it has some wires coming out. It's called a carbon pile tester. Either way, these wires, whatever they're made of, they are fairly high resistance wiring. A set of 3 wires come out of here. They're bonded together inside there that you can't see, but I did look down there with a flashlight and you can't see it. But these set of 3 wires will come up and they're making some loops. You might be able to see it, they're coming back down. It is a measured amount to give you 100 amp resistance only when you flip the switch. And you are to flip the switch no more than 10 seconds during the test. And when you do that, these wires will get so hot, you still can't even put your hand up in this area. It is definitely a good, safe, hard test of your battery. Very short leads. They don't want you to stray too far, I think, once it's hooked up. So there we see our battery voltage. 12.6 is what it's showing. Now it's not heating up now. We haven't flipped the switch. But let's check that with a Fluke. 12.62. And we're looking right at 12.6 on this meter. Okay, let's do a load test of this battery. It is an AGM replacement battery, 08 Honda Civic, and it is about 3 years old. It is a good battery. Now the cold cranking amps on this battery, you have a chart here. 450 cold cranking amps, so we're right above the 400 is what we're looking for. Let's see where we are. No more than 10 seconds. We are well into the green. And she's heating up. We'll watch it climb back a little bit. We definitely got a good battery. Now let's start it and see how the charging is. It will actually do a starting test on your starting load, but the numbers, and it's kind of vague, and you got to have somebody here looking at it very closely and quickly, depending on how fast your vehicle starts. So I would use something other than this. You can see we're in the green, 14.24, about 14.4 volts on the charge. Because most of the modern cars do not have an amp gauge in them anyway. All they have is a light, and when the light comes on, you've got problems. The battery light or the charging light comes on, you still feel the heat up in here. So you can quickly check your battery, especially before winter and the fall of the year. It's a good idea to do that. And while you're at it, just turn the key, let it run, and check your charging system. That's a pretty good value for $20. So right now, this tester is at Harbor Freight for $19.99. And I just checked on Amazon. Nobody is that cheap. The cheapest one on Amazon is about $29. And for those of you who do not have a Harbor Freight near you, there are several models identical to this. It's just not a Syntec. I will put a link in the description to Amazon to their cheapest one that is identical to this one. And it's basically a 6 volt / 12 volt battery load tester, 100 amps. Just for a little information, the starting amp draw on this little Honda Civic, this 4-cylinder, is about 125 amps. Plus or minus 10. So thanks for watching. Drive safe out there. Have a good one.